Yeah, dog. Welcome to Wreck to Riches. Thomas G here with another one. You gotta subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed to the new channel so far. 84 loyal subscribers. Twitter's doing better too, man. I think Twitter right now about like 36. So always gotta show appreciation for those of you that are supporting my channel. As I document my cryptocurrency journey, my thoughts, my opinions, everything that matters to me. I'm not a financial advisor, for damn sure. I'm not a professional. Don't try this at home. Really, cryptocurrency, and I want to talk about the bull market too. Are we close to a bull market? Are we in the middle of a bull market? Are we at the beginning? Are we at the end? Will we ever have a bull market? All right, at some point, we got to come out this damn bear cave and make some money, some real gains. Still a lot of money to be made, but I think there's still a whole lot of money that needs to be saved to even prepare for the bull market. And that's when it comes to Ethereum, because 2024 is right around the corner. We got about another month and a half until 2024. And the Bitcoin halving is going to really draw a lot of attention to Bitcoin. And there seems to be a lot of people that think that the bull market is going to happen because of the Bitcoin halving. Some people think the price of Bitcoin is already priced in based off the halving coming up. And people are saying it's going to start now. It's going to start right before the halving, which is in April, or it's going to start at the end of 2024. A lot of people even say 2025, early 2025, excuse me. So, who really knows? You can say every cycle's the same. You can say you can read charts, but I think every scenario really changes and alters the way markets react. The last cycle and the cycle before, when it came to cryptocurrency, regulation wasn't even knocking at the door. The SEC and government was just like, what do we do about this disruptive blockchain? How do we penetrate it? How do we earn from it? How do we regulate it? What are we even talking about? And I think now they've gotten their feet wet for the past couple of years, have taken down hackers that have exploited contracts, scammers. They've been through some court cases, XRP. There's a little bit more, I guess you could say, seasoned SEC when it comes to cryptocurrency as a whole. And the road to regulation so that institutional money can feel safe to be in the crypto space is on the horizon, all right? But when the big money comes in, is it going to be way too late for the little guys? I think so. And when the big money comes in, are people going to even be able to afford to not only invest in crypto, but to transact? On Ethereum, I have a batch mint to claim of Zen, right? The value of this batch mint is roughly $750. It's going to cost me about 2.5 ETH. As the price is going down a little bit, it's going to be around $412 to claim that money. So $400 to claim, and I get $730 value. So I get my $400 back, profit, $300 and some change. Now, that's a lot of money just to interact with DeFi, a smart contract on Ethereum, with the price being a little under $2,000. The price doubles, goes to 4, goes to 5, goes anywhere north of $5,000. It's going to be a hefty fee to transact on the Ethereum network. So, the bull run is going to be a scary place when it comes to transacting on the Ethereum blockchain. And it's going to cost a lot of people, the average investor, too much money for it to make sense. The average person right now, and I see this all the time when I'm out, and even for myself, where I'm at the grocery store and people have their own bags, right? Because it costs 10 cents for a plastic bag. I'm like, just bag my shit up, man. I use those plastic bags for shit diapers. I have babies. I'll pay 10 cents for a plastic bag. But some people refuse. They got their own bags. Here, I got my bags. Put the groceries in there. We'll part ways as friends. I ain't spending 10 cents. To transact, there's fees to use a credit card. When I was buying donuts, 75-cent charge to use a credit card. Cash, straight peer-to-peer, hand it to them, hand them the money. But when you transact through software at certain mom and pop shops, they got a 25-cent, 50-cent, 75-cent, depends on the vendor, to use a debit or credit card. And I see people, well, hold on, let me see how much cash I got. Refuse that all the time. It's always convenient for me just to nod my head and say yes and just bite the bullet. I don't even think about it at this point in my life. But it's a big deal for a lot of people to spend that. It's a big deal for people right now to pay 10 cents for a plastic grocery bag to bag their groceries. And that's the average Joe, the hardworking citizens of the world. I'm not going to be wanting to pay $30, $50, $100 to transact on Ethereum. They're going to say, screw crypto. Screw that. This is difficult anyways. That's the problem with onboarding, is people are penny pinching. They're barely getting by. This is the world as we see it today. The economies on a global scale are not doing good. So in a bull market, is the average user going to be able to stomach the fees? To buy and sell on blockchain, in DeFi, in a decentralized manner, to buy and trade, even in a centralized fashion, on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Gemini. There's fees for all of that. There is money being siphoned from miners and centralized entities like centralized exchanges to transact. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just to do a wire transfer to your bank, be $20, $25. Instant debit to your credit card, $5. I'm sure people don't mind paying that when they're cashing out, making money. But a lot of people look at these things like, why all these damn fees? People don't like fees, hidden fees in general. And I just think cryptocurrency is always taking one big step backwards. So the bull run, the halving, going back to that, Bitcoin's going to be going parabolic at some point, I truly believe, hit a new all-time high. But I do think people are going to be smarter this time. A lot of people didn't sell in the high 60s like myself. And when new all-times happen, right, there's still going to be those people. If Bitcoin hits 75, 80,000, it's going to 100K, it's going to 200K. And then they hold it all the way to the next cycle and it dips another 50, 75, 90%, whatever it may be. I remember when Bitcoin went to 20,000, I sold very little. And then I wish I sold it all because it went to 3. Because people get excited. They feed into the hype. So the bull run's scary. It's going to scare people, right? When they hold on too long. It's going to make a lot of people happy when they make money. It's going to piss off a lot of people when they're trying to transact. Will these opportunities force them into these layer 2 solutions? Will it force them into other networks like Pulse Chain? Will it force them onto Optimism? Yeah, if they're the advanced users and they understand that those places exist. I just don't find the average person navigating onto the Ethereum network, downloading MetaMask, Grab Your Wallet, going into these other networks and understanding how to bridge into this layer 2 or bridge onto Pulse Chain or to Binance Smart Chain. There's a whole lot of things where crypto right now is just way too confusing and advanced for what people have learned in the past few decades as a whole in high school and college, throughout their entire education. They didn't prepare us for this stuff. It takes years to learn how to do this on a whole nother level to even make money. So the bull run might be very good for myself and some of us that have been doing well. I just don't find it going to last very long for so many different reasons, where I feel like people that are advanced users like myself are going to sell into those green candles and possibly put a stop to a long-term bull market, one that can lay out for 6 months plus, or even 3 months, even at that. I just feel like once money comes in and the bull market starts, you might see it happen, come and go before you blink. And it could be here and not hit all-time highs. It could be here and go from where it's at, and Bitcoin just hits 50, 60,000, and you're wishing you would have sold at that point. So we'll never be good enough to time the market. And I don't think people understand what's going to happen on the Ethereum blockchain, but I do know that people that are new participants, when they experience that, are going to say, fuck this. This is stupid. Because I'm already saying, this is out of control. It really is. It wasn't well thought out when it came to Ethereum. Obviously, with the layer 2 solutions like Optimism, you can experience the Ethereum blockchain on a much cheaper, gas fees. But will blockchain earn mass adoption to get where we want it to go, where it needs to be someday to be, a huge market cap overall? I think the difficulties and the roadblocks are just what people know and what they're used to. They're not used to having to pay transaction fees. They would be thinking, what? Just so turned off by it. All the fees are involved to pay a miner. They'd be like, what? I gotta pay this to a miner? And mass adoption, Bitcoin sucks. It's old tech. Ethereum sucks. It's expensive. So where is all this new money going to want to park it at? They have to go through, I feel everyone has to go through Bitcoin and Ethereum just to start. But if they give up where they start, how will they ever make it to the altcoins where we want to hold for the long term to make money someday? I just feel like 75%, even plus, people won't make it there. They won't make it to no fucking Polygon. Damn sure won't make it to Pulse Chain, Pulse Chain Bridge was just taken down. You can use these backup websites or download a zip file. How many users are going to be, a zip file? Let me download that zip file and use this bridge. Sketchy. That's sketchy. What is going on? Crypto is going backwards. It really is not designed for mass adoption, let alone smart money, other than not your coins, not your crypto, people investing on centralized exchanges and holding their money there. Because non-custodial wallets like ledgers, they're already talking about wanting to get rid of them, making it not legal. So how could we not only have the upcoming bull market, how could we have another one after this with so many difficulties in the space? Because this shit ain't easy, man. This shit don't even make sense. It doesn't. The math doesn't add up. $5,000 Ethereum, great. $1,000, $500 transaction fees on DeFi and dApps. That's not how things are supposed to be. That's not going to be attractive. Let alone people experience that. Now they have to learn how to go somewhere else. Post-chain, Optimism, Phantom, wherever you talk about. A lot of those chains are dead. Phantom's dead. Phantom chain died. Binance Smart Chain is dying. Pulse Chain is on life support. Optimism, it's the experience that most people don't know. It's it's the promised lands, but the uncharted territory, where I feel like if it could be introduced to people, it could be a great opportunity to be there. But realistically, will that happen in the next 6 months to a year? Who knows? So will the bull market happen in 2024? Will it happen in 2025? Will it happen again? We're not promised anything. Nothing's set in stone. We only want it to happen. It's not promised. We want a bull market. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. We can already be in a bull market for all we fucking know. I'm not even kidding you. The way the world on a financial scale is globally, these new peaks that we've had could be a few more jumps up and everything looks great, and then it comes back down. I hope you enjoyed it while it lasts. Because how much money is it going to cost to claim my Titan X stakes a year from now? My miners many months down the road. Hex. Zen on Ethereum, like I was just talking about. I'm turned off. If I'm turned off, you're going to be turned off if you're not even in crypto. Because if you are not knee deep in other blockchains and exploring, like Ragnar, you haven't explored all the other lands out there as far as blockchains, you're not knee deep in this. You're at the front door, and you're going to get the front door slammed on your face, and you're going to walk away when you start to see how broken Ethereum is, how shitty an old Bitcoin is, and how it's not worth it to pay that kind of money if you don't already have money because you were an early bird, and these fees don't mean nothing to you because you've made a lot. These people are trying to get there. They can't get there interacting with smart contracts that cost hundreds of dollars because Ethereum's going parabolic. If you've been in it and you've made the money to be able to afford that, that's different. We are already here. The people trying to get there, that ain't gonna fly. So that's just my thoughts. Don't forget to pound the like button, drop a comment. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.